Buddy.
Hi.
We're ready when you are.
Yeah. I mean, let's just have some fun, man. These have been so serious.
Well, when does it start?
What, the interview?
Yeah.
Oh, we've already started.
Hold on. Shut up! All right, go ahead.
I have some notes here.
It's a healthy family.
I mean,
put the hat on my head, but as you know, I paid a lot of money for this hair.
and it looks great.
I'm so happy.
Yeah. Were people checking in on you more before you got the hair or after?
Like baldness is a sign of deteriorating mental health.
Yeah.
No, I think your age, it's like once you get that crew of guys that check in on each other regularly, you're in pretty good shape. So it took me getting sober to get a crew of guys. Sully calls it the Four Horsemen. I tell my sponsees, who's your starting five? You just get that group. And then once you get sponsees, you're talking to guys all the time anyway.
Yeah.
If you're in like a 12-step program.
Yeah.
So everybody, maybe people checked on me less when I was bald because I was so unappealing to look at. 'Cause I was also, remember, I was very fat.
Very.
Dude, you want to see the picture right now?
That was a while ago, though.
Yeah, 3 years ago.
I've been out here with you for about 2.5 years.
We've been in these streets, kid.
It gets normalized. Like, we see you a certain way, and so I've heard, like, once you have a six-pack, people always expect you to have a six-pack.
Is that why
But
you
if
have
you
one?
get, like, a little fat, nobody's, they're like, oh, okay, it's just him.
Bro, what are you talking about, a little fat? I look like Tony Soprano's thumb.
Do you think your physical health improved alongside your mental health? Like, which came first?
Oh, mental health came first and physical went down
Mm.
because I was just focusing on spiritual and mental.
Mm.
Because I was told when I went to rehab, and it says in the big book of a program that I belong to that's anonymous, when we straighten out spiritually, then we straighten out mentally and physically.
Mm-hmm.
And I've also heard like, well, you put down the pipe, you pick up the fork. That's the way it goes. It's almost like the freshman 15 for drug addicts.
Yeah.
And that's what happened to me. I was just waking up and I was just crushing ice cream in the middle of the night and Cocoa Pebbles cereal and putting, it was bad. You see my joke about it.
Yeah.
I get up to pee in the middle of the night. I wind up having a picnic in my hallway. I got a Lion King blanket down, laying next to an outlet, watching YouTube shorts, flicking Captain Crunch out of my chest hair.
Wait, is it the soft plush Lion King blanket?
Yeah. But it's like it looks soft. It's like the one you get at a car wash or like an outdoor guy selling like cacahuates blanket.
Yeah.
You're like, that looks plush.
Those are hard to sit on the floor. I feel like they would slide.
They are very slippery.
Yeah.
It's on like every kid's bed in Linwood and Downey. There's always like a Little Mermaid one, depending on the sex.
Dude, I love Cocoa Puffs.
Cocoa Pebbles.
Cocoa Pebbles? Oh, no. The Fruity Pebbles that are chocolate?
Oh.
This is something.
Because it turns the milk chocolatey. And I believe there's a copyright circle around the word chocolatey on the box. And
Cocoa Puffs do that too.
Yeah. I just don't. I need to get soggy quick. I don't want to work that hard.
Ooh, no. I hate. Okay.
Do you love Captain Crunch peanut butter?
Captain Crunch peanut butter.
Peanut butter.
I don't eat.
Another way to say it is peanut butter Captain Crunch. I don't know why I
it makes the roof of my mouth dry.
No, not the peanut butter.
No.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but no.
Yeah.
But that stays crunchy as hell.
My secret weapon are honey oat Cheerios.
Those are great.
Yeah. No ice cream. No cookies and milk at night.
Apple Jacks are kind of like that too, like that.
But they're not on the American Heart Association's approved list. Cheerios are, so I feel better when I eat them.
It really is. You ever read the book Sapiens?
No.
You'd love it. It's like the history of Sapiens.
How do you find time to read? You're checking in with people. Like, people are like, oh, I'm reading this book. You should check it out. I'm like, you have time to read a book?
Yeah.
Like, I'm constantly working. And if I'm not doing that, I'm going to meetings or I'm fellowshipping. And I'm not married. I don't have kids. Like, how do you balance it all?
I don't think there is balance. There's my sobriety, then there's everything else. And I'll tell new guys that all the time. I'll get to the answer of that question specifically in a minute. But since you said balance, that's a top 3 thing you hear new guys say. Like, I'm just looking for the balance. And I always go, Ask Wayne Gretzky what the balance was like. Because if I'm going to get sober, I want to be great at it.
Yeah, yeah.
Ask Michael Jordan about balance. Ask that guy that like makes shoes in Italy about balance. That guy, that cobbler, that guy makes great shoes. There's no balance. This is your life, and then there's everything else. So when it's everything else, it's obviously family first. And when I read as like if my wife's out of town or when I used to fly a lot and I'd read when I flew and I'm like alone in hotel rooms, I would just read.
Yeah.
So that's when I make time. But now I've discovered how much I love television.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. TV really like has me by the balls. But my family's down with it too. Like we have shows and every night we sit on the couch as a family.
That's beautiful.
It's the best.
Yeah.
We crushed Stranger Things.
It's so dark.
No.
It's just a little too...
What, little kids overcoming the man?
Yeah, but
Fighting
in the what is it? The upside down? Like
the upside down.
It's just for me
it's like when you're a little kid and you hide in your closet and you see the dust in that one beam of sunshine. You're like, oh, I'm in the upside.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Demigorgons and all that stuff. And Vecna. Yeah, we love that. Then we moved on to Alex Cross. And let me tell you something. Great show. But when you're watching it with a teenage boy, a few too many sex scenes.
Okay.
And by a few too many, I mean 3 an episode. Have you seen it? Bro. And not like, mwah, mwah, like they're getting like Game of Thrones, like just straight fucking.
Dude, I'll never forget, and I didn't realize why. My mom and my dad were watching Waiting to Exhale. So it was probably 1996, 1997. Right. My mom called me into the room, and they're watching it in her room. And I never really understood why. Because, of course, I wanted to see it. Like, at the same time, it was so awkward. As a kid, you know, those scenes come up and you bury your head. And I realized she did not want my dad to get laid that night. I didn't realize that. She was like, if he comes in the room, because he was flirting with her a little bit and like, you know, playing a little grab ass. Oh. And I realized like, oh, I was the buffer, like not the fluffer, the buffer. Or
they wanted a threesome. I couldn't even get it out.
Oh, man.
I almost couldn't get it out.
Okay, I don't want to go down this rabbit hole. There's a lot of jokes.
Let's talk about mental health. I love this.
Well, this is why I love the laughter. I was like really looking forward to this because it's such like this uptight, oh my God, let's talk about mental health and get serious. But I feel like you are, I want to say a drug dealer, but a chemical dealer, and you prescribe or you dish out the best medicine, which is laughter.
Thank you.
Because I know I fail to forget how impactful just one little laugh during the day could actually be for my whole physiology. And so what you do, I mean, even when I check in with you, this is what I wanted to bring up. There are different type of check-ins with you. There's easy like Sunday morning, like you just answer the call or you'll call me and you'll be like,
start singing.
Yeah. Or there's the Tracy Morgan.
Yeah. Statue of Liberty got pregnant.
So I don't call you after like we do glutes and abs or something like that because I know my stomach's going to hurt.
Oh, that's when you got to double down. That's when you got to double down on your pregnant. Statue of Liberty made of bronze. Well, yeah, I think, I always hear about comics. Other people will say, well, comics, they're all depressed, right? It's like, the comics I've known my whole life were always laughing. And like, you see them on my podcast. Like, we're just hysterically crying, laughing at the absurdity of everything.
Yeah.
I don't really know a lot of depressed comics.
Mm-hmm.
So I think once you're in that world and once it just becomes like anything else, it's just how you roll. I just roll with a bunch of people that they don't care. Your feelings come second.
Yeah.
They're going to say what they say because I'm from the East Coast. I'm from New Jersey. And then it's all like, let's have a good time. And who else can join us on that good time?
Yeah.
So, yeah. But is it really that uptight talking about mental health? You would know. You've been doing this, right?
I just feel like the atmosphere in the room kind of changes. And
I think that might be an affectation of the interviewee also.
Yeah.
Like, I think this is how I'm supposed to act when talking about mental health.
Because it is serious. I mean, suicide prevention is serious.
I talked to a guy today that jumped off a building and lived. You know him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do know him.
5 stories. Jigsaw puzzle. He called me today. I was like, who on earth gets to talk to a guy that 10 days ago jumped off a 5-story building. You know what I asked him? On the way down, did you think, oh no, like what are you thinking on your way?
Yeah.
And he said it was like a little demon that lives in him.
Mm.
And that little demon was very happy, finally.
Mm.
Finally, we can be done with all this nonsense. Well, I'd be like, oh, I didn't finish Game of Thrones.
See, I feel like here's the, I want to say the fix is that it doesn't sound like he told anyone about that little demon beforehand.
Oh, absolutely. Well, maybe, I don't know. I mean, it's first I was hearing about it,
Mm-hmm.
and it was kind of fascinating. Like it was, I'm sure you know from talking to a lot of people, suicide just becomes the glaring solution. It makes total sense. Like, oh, like a light bulb goes off. Like if I just kill myself,
Mm-hmm.
everything will work out. Like solving a puzzle they've been working at for your whole life. It's terrifying.
It is. And I think for me, like you saw me go in and out for years of sobriety and the meetings and things like that. And now I'm over 2 years sober.
Now you're the guy.
Yeah. But when that coping mechanism is gone, and I don't want to be sick. I don't want to be drunk. I don't want to be outside of myself. It's like the mind can go from everything's all good and I'm not going to get high or drunk anymore. But now I'm unhappy. Now I have feelings. And it just jumps to suicidality. Like it gets really dark very quickly because that's not, I don't even want to get drunk anymore. I don't want to relapse. And so for me, like it became really, it was eye opening because I never understood why guys would commit suicide if they were sober.
And then you felt it?
Oh yeah. But then I think about my dog and I'm like,
I
can't leave him. And that dog he was the impetus for me to get into treatment. And now, I wouldn't say now, but he was the reason I'm like, I'm not even going to consider this because I'll stay for him. And so making it not about me, about something else or someone else helped a lot.
Well, that's good. That means you had a shred of humility in your deepest, darkest time.
Mm-hmm.
So something in the program, you were able to bring humility to the table to overshadow the mountain of evidence to the contrary.
Yeah.
You were thinking of someone else.
Yeah. And
people
also
that do it, they don't. Like, do you know that girl at the Alano Club whose husband killed himself?
Mm-mm.
They were all home. He went in the bedroom and blew his brains out. I'm like, 4 kids, all under the age of 6, and her. Everybody home. Ranch house, Mar Vista. Bang. Like, if you don't care, you don't care. Yeah, I don't want to talk about suicide too much because I don't want to give anybody an idea. I was going to go, like, oh, it'd be so easy.
But sometimes I feel like it's like this cry for help. Like if someone's doing self-harm and it's like, it's just a need, I need to be, or I'll show you. And I think for me, acceptance that yes, the world will go on if I'm not here anymore, or everyone's not going to be friends with me, or I don't have everything that this famous comedian has. But then also realizing the truth of the matter is it's totally okay. And so this year has been really transformative for that, is the okay and accepting, oh, I'm not supposed to be like everybody else in my path. And so there's been a lot of relief in that. And then utilizing the program and sobriety to actually engage in therapy.
Yeah, I just canceled my one. I have 2 therapists. I just canceled one.
For this interview?
No, period.
Okay.
All of it. I had a trauma therapist and a hypnotist.
Well, okay.
Because I was having panic attacks on airplanes and I can't get on the plane. There's just no way to live. And it's like, I just got so sick of talking about me. I'm like getting so sick of this topic. And like,
isn't that how we do though? We stop taking the medicine when we start to feel better.
Yes. And it's also, I had this conversation with Dr. Drew. When real change happens, it's usually when a person reaches a level of self-disgust they find intolerable. Like when you're fat, you joke about it, you laugh, and then one day you go, ugh. Like when I quit smoking and it was hard, I had like the cravings. I was like, you can't stop going like this? Like what kind of man are you? Kept repeating in my head. Like, what kind of man are you? So yeah, I know what you're saying, but I don't think that's the case with the therapist. It's more I know what the solution is. The solution is a spiritual solution.
Mm-hmm.
I have fear, which means I'm lacking faith. And at some point, I got to just get out of the life raft and swim to the shore. I just have to get on a plane.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have a panic attack, nobody's ever died from one.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, not
do you,
fun.
I know what you mean though about like, you were saying something earlier. There's no way to show how you feel till you end your life.
Mm.
Like I can't express this misery. You know what I'm saying?
I do, but I don't think that it's a fear of what will happen if I do show it. It's a fear of
I didn't say that.
rejection. But that's why I would even entertain an idea of suicidality, is because I was unwilling to actually accept the fact that I could go through this and be vulnerable and accept the judgment that I'm already just
So the
receiving.
misery of keeping that secret wasn't as great as the fear of being vulnerable. The fear of being vulnerable was stronger than the fear of
and
living.
that's the pain. Sometimes
Yeah, wow.
the pain caused by the fear is actually, yeah.
I can remember about 10, 12 years ago in my car pulling over and just repeatedly just punching myself in the face as hard as I could, like giving myself, because then now I finally had a visual representation of what I couldn't explain.
Mm.
But I didn't explain to anybody what I did. I'm like, oh, I walked into my door, like on the car door, I went my keys, that's the whole.
Yeah.
But I was like, just just over and over, just pounding myself in the eye.
Well, it's like the bar fight scenario where guys go out and just pick a fight because they actually just need to feel something. I can't remember if it was Rockefeller or Vanderbilt, but one of these guys, even though they were, well off, they would street fight. And it's like this innate thing. Yeah, because we need to have some type of touch, some type of connection. It's like,
Wow.
yeah,
Fights are scary.
New York, like
Fights are
gangs in
scary,
New
bro.
York, they are.
Guys that like fighting, I want that over quick. And guys, you know this, like you be in a meeting and there's a couple guys, they always talk about their love of fighting. Fuck out of here.
Yeah,
Stupid is.
so uncomfortable.
There's one guy we know, he always talks about it. Like, I love to fight, bro. Fucking I love to fight. And I always make eyes with him across the room and go, like, I'll whoop your ass, stupid.
Okay. So take me back to you. If you could go back and talk to yourself, let's say before Sobriety, before you had Tribe, who would you see and what would you tell that young man?
It's a great question, but I don't know if anything would have been effective. No, you get that question a lot. Like, what would you tell a 5-year-old you? What would you tell you in your 20s? But if you're not ready to hear the message, it's like almost, I kind of liken it to my Christianity. I'm 55 years old and it's this year I got like, whoa, like hit with it.
Mm.
I've always intellectually thought Jesus was cool and all this stuff. But one night I'm just laying in my bed and I think of it and I just start crying and I go, okay, something's happening.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're not ready to hear it, I don't know if there's any message that would have any efficacy whatsoever. I wish I could just tell a 5-year-old me, like, it's going to be awesome. Like, nothing really matters. Everything's like, this is all horrible. But then right around the 1990s, 2000s, you're going to have the most ridiculous success. If I could just tell myself in broad ways, it's going to go like this,
Mm-hmm.
then it's going to go like that, and then it's just going to go like this for the rest of your life. I guess I would say that. Like,
Yeah.
Like a crazy stock. Like, whoa, oh. And now I'm just like Coca-Cola stock in the 50s. Does that make any sense?
Makes total sense.
Oh, okay,
I
yeah.
wonder, would you tell him what needs to be done? What's his part in order to experience all that?
It almost feels like a sin
Mm.
to like, because half the joy is that discovery when something's new. Like the first time you sit and do step work with a guy and you see like, oh, this all comes from when I was 8 years old in my own living room.
Mm-hmm.
I want my dad's attention.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I go on stage.
Mm-hmm.
I control the parameters of every interaction I've ever had. Even my entire career is transactional. Wait, if you talk while I'm talking, you get thrown out. I'm finally heard only. I have the floor. So I discovering those things like doing 12-step work. I don't know if I'd want to tip that. I don't know if I want to tell the little kid how the magic trick is being done, because the joy and the awe and the reverence you experience when it does happen for the first time, those are like seminal moments in our lives that fill us with the most gratitude. It has to be like Alan Watts talk about that all the time. Like if you could become anywhere, anytime and place, anywhere, like you go to the 1400s, you can go to the 3000s, you go all over the place. You'd have a ball, you'd be a knight, you'd be at an orgy, you'd be this, you'd be that, you'd be in the 1956 World Series, and eventually you'd be in this room in this chair. Because this is the only real joy, because we don't know what's next. And the real joy in life is not knowing what's next. And then that's why we get the best surprises.
Yeah.
Like when you're a little kid, you go, I wish it was Christmas every day. And your mom goes, you wouldn't like it.
Yeah.
We thought they were crazy, by the way. We're like, this lady's nuts. Christmas every day? Why would I like? I wish my birthday was every day. Like, you wouldn't like it. But they were right.
Now I feel like every day is Christmas or my birthday. Like literally on Christmas and my birthday, I do the same things that I do because I enjoy.
Before enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. After enlightenment, chop wood, carry water.
What does check on your teammates mean to you?
I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. What check on your teammates means to me is pretty self-explanatory. You have to pick up a phone and just check in on your guys and just ask them how they're doing. But for me, it's also check on your teammate. And then when he says he's doing fine, just stay there for a second. Like our friend Sully. Well, I'll be having the deepest conversation with Sully, and then I'll crack a joke because it's what I know. And on the phone, he'll almost reprimand me and go, no, stay here. He says to me all the time less and less as I get older and older, but he's like, no, stay here. How you doing?
Yeah.
It just means all we ever want to know is that we're not alone and that we're safe. And when somebody checks on you, it makes you feel safe. And I think what you and I see a lot in our area of the woods is guys go, I feel like I'm bothering them. People say that all the time. And it's such the opposite. When somebody calls on you, it makes you feel so good.
Yeah.
Like I talked to Jimmy C called me the other day, and I was like, or like when Irwin calls you on your first sobriety birthday, you feel like you became a made man in the Colombo crime family.
Yeah.
Like I'm a made guy. Irwin called me and sang happy birthday. Because we pedestalize these guys, I pedestalize these guys so much that when I'm speaking and hanging out with them as equals, I get filled with like a euphoria where I get like tears in my eyes as I'm hanging with them. I sit there and I get like, this gets all wet and moist in my eyes. So I've always wanted this.
Yeah.
I've always wanted friends like this.
Yeah.
And I said this, what's today? I said this Tuesday. The speaker, I thanked the speaker and I said, what I love about you is the same thing I love about, Giuliano, Colin, this guy, that guy, is my sons love you. And my dad didn't have a crew. Like your dad didn't roll into the house with 8 guys and you're dapping up your dad's friends. Like, what's up, man? No. Teasing each other.
Yeah.
Like they would just become like sad, older, not sad, but just their lives get
I don't know. My dad had some cool friends.
Really?
We had a car wash, 96 in Atlanta. And then one of them had an art gallery and they opened up this restaurant called Chase City.
So your dad in his 50s had like a crew?
Yeah. Yeah. They were like my baseball coaches. And
how about you, Kyle? No. I think
this is cultural. This might be.
It's a black thing. You would understand.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a black thing.
Exactly.
Yeah. So let me start.
And
white dads, they don't have a crew.
See, and what I'm hoping to find out, what would you say to someone who didn't need to, go to a 12-step meeting or get sober? Like how important is, mental health or picking up
what's more important than mental health?
Yeah.
If you want to be great at something, I coach wrestling and people go like, what have you learned more as a coach? I've learned it's all mental. The entire game is mental. Showing up to the gym at 6 a.m. every day is entirely mental. It's the entire gig of life is mental. So if your mental is injured or malfunctioning, it's not going to go well. How you do one thing is how you do everything, right? So if you're waking up every day and you wake up with doom, which a lot of us do, get that shit regulated somehow.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different ways, but it's all mental. Your mental health is, you can't have physical health without mental health.
Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't seem to make sense. And I think it goes back to actually picking up the phone and thinking, oh, they're busy. Of course they're busy. It's not logical. But for me, that's been part of the spiritual development, is that my logic didn't work. And so it's the stuff that doesn't seem to make sense, like getting up at 4:30 in the morning to come to the gym over here to make it there by 5. Like, that's not logical to my body. Like, you're still tired. But mentally,
it becomes logical.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard it explained once, Eric, Robert, it's like your brain is a record with grooves in it. And it just plays the same grooves, like, oh, what's the point? Oh, what's the point? And then you start a gratitude list every day, and you never miss a day. Then there's like one extra groove. It's like, oh, gratitude list. You give somebody a ride without them needing to ask for it. Make sure when someone dies, you just always show up. I tell my sons this, just go there. You don't have to know what to say. You don't have to bring anything. Just physically put your person there. So now there's like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 new grooves. And then eventually your record just becomes a different song, and you start playing a happier song. Yeah. But you have to take action and do something. Make your bed, write a gratitude list, pick 3 guys, and no matter come hell or high water, every day I call these 3 guys. When I first got sober, I treated it like a batting order in a baseball dugout. I would pick 9 random guys, and I would call the first guy and go, "Hey, I'm calling 9 guys today. I just want to let you know you're batting leadoff today." And they go, "Oh."
That. Yeah.
And I call the second guy. I go, "Listen, I need you to move the runner over. That's your only job. You're batting second today." And my second, third guy, your best hitter hits third. That's why I'm calling you fourth. I need you to. And I would just go all the way down the line.
Yeah.
And some days I made it to 9, some days I made it to 4 or 5, but it was the action of doing it. And what's fascinating is when we're depressed, how heavy that phone is. It's the worst. And I think part of it is guys like you and I have deep conversations like this, but you and I speak deeply, and you speak with other guys deeply. I speak with other guys deeply, like root of the root all the time. But when you first start just talking to people, there's almost like that sin of banality where it's the weather and it's, what's going on now, how's work,
Yeah.
So when you're on that surface level of interaction, the phone's ridiculous. So when you get just 3 guys and you get a little deeper and a little deeper, then the phone just becomes what it is. And that's something that could save your life.
Yeah.
But that sin of banality. Like, why do we hate going to like weddings and cocktail parties? It's not because we don't drink. It's because I don't have to sit next to some fucking guy from Peoria and talk about something. You know what I mean?
I like these events, so
I love the food.
Yeah.
I always get made fun of. Like, people say to me, I never knew anybody that loved airplane food and banquet food like you do. I'm like, it's incredible. I'm at 37,000 feet and they just brought me a steak. Got my little napkin in my shirt, like a cartoon hobo.
Oh my gosh.
Cut like 1 lima bean in half. You like events like that?
Yeah, I'm good at social gatherings, and I'm
great at it, but it's exhausting because I think
everybody wants your attention. Everybody wants to be your friend. I'm not.
I don't know about that because
the hair, the career,
go on,
the wife. Come on, man. I don't have to walk in with all that on my plate. So now I just get to be pretty.
You are pretty, Mom. Here's the thing though, is when you're the alpha and you walk in, like I am a one-man band. Like I walk into physical therapy every morning. Oh shit. You don't know what anybody else's morning was like.
Yeah.
So I'm well aware of the fact there's a 30% chance anybody in that room goes, no, what the fuck? Who's this fucking guy now? And I know because when other people act like that, I'm like, Jesus, relax.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's how I'm wired. I've stopped fighting it. And my brain tells me that I know I can be annoying, but my brain and one of my ex-wives let me know that I annoy everyone and everyone's uncomfortable around me. That's what my brain tells me.
Yeah.
And then you get guys like we have in our life that just say the nicest things to us. Guys like Charlie Crane or Jerry Dix that say things like, it's a better meeting when you're here. And you're like, guy's 80. This guy was in the Korean War and he likes it better when I'm here. I choose to believe him.
Yeah.
But my problem is the one-man band thing. If you're not in the mood for it, he's the first guy you're throwing out of the foxhole.
Yeah.
That's what you're jettisoning and like I wouldn't do well on Big Brother.
No.
You don't watch it?
I don't watch it.
Will you please watch it this summer so we can gossip?
Okay.
No, you don't understand the gift I'm giving you.
Yes, I will, for the sake of our
You look like
friendship.
I'm asking you to taste my ambrosia that
I'm trying to like schedule out like what time of day am I going to watch Big Brother and actually pay attention and
watch it when it's on.
Okay. This is great. This is like we can check in about this.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
How's your mental health today?
It's great. It's
Do you
great.
feel like doing these interviews has helped you carrying the message?
Yeah, joining the movement, check on your teammates. It's funny because when my childhood friend committed suicide by cop in February, it was a few days after I took 2 years sober. He posted some ominous stuff on Facebook. A lot of people reached out to him on Facebook. I'm like, what's going on? And then a few days later, my aunt sent me the news article, and things came out that he didn't want to go back to prison. And so that's the thing with suicide too, is that there seems to be a lot of assumptions about what's going on in someone's life. But like with the 12-step stuff we do, we know that, we have an opportunity to share those deep, dark secrets. And I'm like, you don't really know what this person got into. Like if it was something really like that, if they had to face the music, even if they went to jail, they would get got, And so whatever he wanted to avoid, he was willing to show up at the door when they were serving a warrant with a machete. And so I was buying Check on Your Teammates gear before I got recruited to help with the movement for growth and activation. And so I really believe in it. And I think beyond the suicide part, I wish you knew Patrick, but Patrick, he relapsed and died alone in his car. And most of my friends that have died from overdoses, you can tell that they did not think that was going to be their last use, because they're found in like positions of prayer or meditation. It's just like they close their eyes. And so for me, I love this because it's getting me more engaged with the community. We got Barry's boot camp classes coming up. We're doing dinner at Cassie on top of Hotel Irwin. Like I'm going to events at the log cabin, like all this stuff. And so now I'm meeting new people, and it's way better than working for a for-profit brand.
How many people do you think that struggle with mental health? So if you're somebody, because you and I, we know the 12-step way.
Mm-hmm.
It's how we live.
Mm-hmm.
But now you got me thinking about somebody, because you mentioned it earlier and it hasn't left my mind. Somebody that doesn't have a problem with drugs or alcohol and just struggles with mental health.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how do we help them?
Yeah.
Like a gratitude, like it's easy to say, but it's just not my expertise.
It was shocking to me when I was a financial advisor. This guy, he would definitely, come in stoned or whatever sometimes because we're selling life insurance. So I didn't know if this was too close to my mouth, and I'm kind of giving myself away, like, because I'm just used to, anyway.
Same.
But when he actually opened up to me, he's like, you know what? Some days I leave this job and I just crawl in bed and I just shut the world out. And I was like, oh, he's not in the program. This is a normal guy, They go out to happy hour together, but he's got feelings too. I get it. I was so relieved.
Is that, you told him I get it?
Yeah. I was like, yeah.
And do you think
too.
that is a bit of a remedy in of itself?
Yeah. Relating. Yeah. So we're lucky because we have this opportunity constantly. And my concern is that if you're not a drug addict or recovering alcoholic, then where does this, and this is what Check on Your Teammates is, beyond, like it can go into anywhere. Wrestling teams.
Talking about Patrick, I got choked up.
Yeah, man. Like it's wild. I was thinking about him.
This the whole time you're talking.
I was thinking about him on Memorial Day, just going to the beach party, a birthday party, and showed up. And I just chilled. And I realized I spent the whole day with another Patrick. The first meeting I went to after Patrick died, they said, all right, let's give it up for our newcomers. We've got newcomers, Eric, Robert, Hunter. Then I went back to the first place I met Patrick, and a guy sat next to me. And I'm like, God, I know this guy's name. By the end of the meeting, I realized that guy's name was Patrick.
You know, it's amazing if you took the two Patricks on their first day of sobriety and you opened it up to like Poly Market, which one of these two guys is going to kill himself? Everybody would have went for the other guy.
Mm-hmm.
Like you just have no idea what people are battling with.
No.
Like Patrick S is a legend as far as like what a hot mess, like aggressive, combative, like he was nuts. Yeah, like you just don't know. But getting back to the point, I'm glad to hear you say that just telling another human being, oh, I understand that. It's nice to know that you have empirical data that is in of itself a bit of a partial remedy. So what do? You just tell them like just pick like three people, you and two other guys. And like we're gonna call each other, we're gonna do a 3-way call every day at 9 a.m. no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
I think that could help.
For me, it's really more getting off the phone and being in person.
Oh, yeah.
I think holding space together is essential.
I'm glad you just, by the way, I'm going to pretend you didn't say holding space because it's fucking cool. Go back to The View. Holding space. She let me
Here we
talk
go.
about my other.
Here we go.
Here we go. It's funny you said that about the phone, getting off the phone, because I realized it's such a benefit to have all these contacts and connections and gratitude lists.
Mm-hmm.
And I realized I have to stop this. Sully's the guy that did it first. He got it down to 4 people.
Mm-hmm.
This 4 horsemen, because he went through some shit and he's like, everybody out.
Yeah.
These are the 4 guys that I know I could call with a body in my trunk. Yeah. And I went, this is crazy. Like, I don't know 40 of these 140 people.
Mm-hmm.
And so I have this new exercise now where sending my gratitude list to less people and less people. And every time I'm in the car, I don't have to call somebody, because I realize through some meditation and self-inspection that it's really me just not being comfortable alone with myself. Like I gotta call this guy, sing Bon Jovi to that guy. Hey, how you doing? Fire him up. Like, well, when do I fire me up?
Mm-hmm.
When that thing that I do to you, the thing that when I call Kyle and go, oh shit, I keep skipping me.
Yeah.
It's like when people go, well, I'm a people pleaser. Not really, because you're miserable because you're a people pleaser, and you're a person, so you keep skipping yourself. So you're really bad at it, because the person you're closest to yourself, you don't put in that line for people pleasing.
It's like check on teammate numero uno.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's like I go to this hypnotist lady, and it's all about like, it's so woo-woo, but it's like there's a terrified New Jersey 5-year-old towhead blonde with an alcoholic mom named JJ, and everybody beats the shit out of him and touches his dick in the woods, and not in a good way. And it's like, just be still, and he lives right here, and just, how is this guy doing today, and what do you need from me? And the answer is usually nothing. I just need because when you do therapy and they go like, you meditate and you do hypnotherapy, like you get in touch with you at 5 and you can see it when I don't know if you've ever been through like anything like that in therapy. And
Not yet.
I could see me on the edge of my drive. Like it was all like crazy, like almost a hallucination in this hypnotherapy session. And she goes, just go give him a hug. And I'm sobbing. I'm just sobbing in real time. And she goes, what does he need? And I went, no, that's it. I just needed this.
Yeah.
And then you get nuts like, oh my God, if I met me, then?
Yeah.
Like just a strong, fun male that's like, no, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's like, where does he want you to take him? And my answer is like, oh no. It's just the identity of, it's just, I see you. It's crazy.
That's the wildest part. Like if people don't go to 12-step meetings and they don't have that pray out, sometimes that's the only hug I might get in a week. But if somebody never went to a meeting like that, like where do they get that connection? Like, is it at a baseball game? Is it at the club when they're just,
It's
walking
a great
past
question.
at the
I heard it.
barbershop?
I heard Rich Voss, Colin Quinn, and Jim Norton talking about this. They were taking calls and they're all sober. And it's like, hey, I'm not I don't have any issues. Like, where do I get what you guys have? And they're like,
Yeah.
it's like, dude. And the guy was a Mormon. So like, do you go out to the bars? And he's like, nope. Do you go out and do this? He's like, no, we don't do that either. So they couldn't help him. But it's a great question.
Yeah.
Like, where do people, I mean, you can join a book club and like, what's a book? Nobody reads books anymore.
And that's why we're starting to do events.
Dog park.
Yeah, dog park.
Dog park.
If your dogs get along.
Get rid of that dog. It's holding you back.
Not even.
If you have a French bulldog, beat it. There's some dogs, like, ever notice when you're walking around, there's like seasons in your life where you look around like, man, everybody's got a boxer.
Yeah.
Like, then there was a summer where everybody had Rottweilers in New York. And now it's just French fucking bulldogs everywhere.
They are everywhere.
Like, what happens? Like, the whole society just gets a vibe all at once. Like, we're all getting dachshunds. We're all getting long-haired blonde dachshunds. There's like 8 in this neighborhood. And corgis.
Yeah.
Koreans.
But it's a common interest. Dog park, things outside of, but even at work. I mean, that's the common interest that people share. So we want to make it okay to not be okay. Because now I realize why I probably wouldn't open up to colleagues or coworkers is if it could be leveraged against me, especially in like a sales position.
Yeah.
And so it makes it challenging. And that's why, we're doing like this e-learning to learn how to like notice and support people, how to check in on one another.
I'd like to be involved in that.
Yeah, come on. We got you.
As my wife says, well, if you're going to bring something on, what goes out? As soon as I said it, I was like, my wife said, I'm like, I'm going to go back to jujitsu. She goes, well, what are you going to give up? I go, what do you mean? She goes, I don't know if you noticed, you're a pretty busy guy. So if you're going to take on something 4 hours a week.
Big brother.
Well, that's what I want to do the most.
You want to drop watching Big Brother?
Oh, no, I thought you meant be a big brother.
Okay.
Oh, my God, it'd be the best.
Yeah.
Oh. To be a big brother? My dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get some good practice.
Yeah.
I feel like you and I have a good fraternal relationship because it's not always like popular or ideal. Like you get under my skin.
Do I?
Yeah. Because I'm sensitive.
Yeah, but I don't know why. Like the love I have for you is so completely overwhelming. I don't know what it's totally.
You're supposed to say, yeah, I get under your skin too.
But you don't. You get under my skin. You're like, oh, now you invite me over. I'm like,
yeah.
What? Like, what are you talking about? You're one of my guys.
I invited you to a dinner this weekend.
Yes, you did.
Yeah. Out of town.
When do have I been under your skin in the last month?
No.
So you just dragging old shit into the light?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got some work to do. My therapist canceled on me today.
Really?
Yeah.
That happened to me too.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, I know you got a Zoom link for me.
Yeah.
Do you find therapy on Zoom? Do you like it? I kind of love it, but also like, she's talking to me. I'm just watching my dogs fucking lick their own vaginas on the bed. Like,
It's better for me because if not, I would try to find a therapist I could sleep with. So it keeps everybody safe.
I mean, that is quite a flag to put down on the planet.
Yeah.
Bang my therapist.
Yeah.
And you know they can fuck. Like they're nuts, right? Ever have a friend whose parents were like always screaming at each other and stuff, and then you get older and you realize they were both like what is it called? Like psychologists. And you're like, oh my God. They seem to be the craziest people.
Oh yeah. Like the pharmacists. Like
everybody that works at Whole Foods, none of them look that healthy. You know what I mean? Chicks that cut hair always have fucked up hair.
Yeah. No, I don't want to be I don't want to be the guy that works at the hot dog stand and then dies of a heart attack.
I do.
I thought that was so ironic to be like struggling, especially when I started doing this in the evenings, especially on the weekends, because I don't go out, I don't party anymore. And it's like that idea of loneliness comes in. It's like, see, isn't it going to be ironic? You're the loneliest guy in the world, but you're doing all this check on your teammate stuff. And what the truth of the matter is, I'm not lonely. And so I started cultivating and creating opportunities for me to meet other people.
Do you still tell yourself you're lonely?
No.
Oh, okay.
Because it's all
have loneliness now?
The feeling comes up, but the truth of the matter is it's my responsibility to not be lonely. Then go take a walk. Then go buy some tickets on Eventbrite and do something.
Yeah. Don't you find that the immediate solution to loneliness is movement?
Movement and connection. Like reaching out.
Yeah.
But most of the time I don't want to talk to somebody about that because I feel like I'm going to bother them.
Even if you don't talk to them about it, like just the fact that you said, I'm going to go for a walk.
Yeah.
Like just,
Because staying isolated, you just delete every opportunity to actually change that.
I can remember when I lived in Malibu, the housekeeper came with her daughter and I was in my bed and they cleaned around me. I was so lonely and so depressed. And it's like, I mean, it had to have been 50 stairs from my little guest apartment back up to PCH. And I could hear there's steps just getting fainter and fainter and fainter because they're getting farther. And then I just hear the gate go donk. And then, like, with every ounce of me, I just went, help, like, long after they left. But when they were there, I was just like an absolute zombie. Like, loneliness used to be crippling for me.
Yeah.
Crippling. But I also know now I was doing so much drugs, which is a solo sport, because I love Adderall and I love pills and I ain't sharing them. So I do that shit alone.
Yeah.
Like people go, oh, you gave that guy drugs? I'm like, the fuck you don't know me very well. I ain't giving him shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you make your life so small. So it's really like the idea that we're partying when really I'm just I'm leaving my child to go snort shit off my toilet tank. You get sober and you find out going to the bathroom takes like 15 seconds. It's insane. It's insane.
Yeah.
You're in, you're out. Like I used to go in there, I was like, all right, set everything up there. I got to crush that up. I got to snort that, put that over there, hide this, do that. You know what? Time for another one.
Yeah.
I'm just going to sit and look at the wall and plan how I'm going to become a Mexican talk show host. Like the most ridiculous ideas. It's so, I don't know what causes loneliness and I don't know if it matters. Do you?
I think it does matter. I took the Myers-Briggs test. I think that was where they place you as a career path in high school. And it said that I would be a good astronaut because I can spend a long amount of time by myself. So I think it does matter because it requires.
Talk about putting a lot on little kid's shoulders.
I was like 17.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But
you were real tiny.
I think there's mental fortitude and then there's suffering. And once I realize I'm choosing to suffer because I've thought that I deserve that. And now it's actually like.
That's where you and I are very different. I feel like I don't have to like, I'm shit, so it's fine because it doesn't matter because I suck. I'm like, I'm so fucking great. Where is everybody?
Yeah.
Like, why doesn't everybody realize how great I am? And then I had a therapist once say to me, his name was Lee. This guy goes, yeah, but you don't. Otherwise, you wouldn't need any validation from other people. Because you said yourself you're a validation addict. I go, oh. So I'm so good at gaslighting myself that I've completely bought on to this other version of myself, which I think we're great at too.
Yeah.
So your thing is like, you don't deserve it. I think that's the most common thing.
It wasn't like a loud narrative, but it was definitely like deep.
Just a little rock in the shoe.
Yeah. Validation, internal validation. That's been my therapy work.
How'd you get it?
Actually just recognizing the problem was that I was practicing external validation. So I would play out how I believe you should interact with me before it actually happens. So if you're walking your dog or I'm running on the beach with my shirt off and you don't check me out, then either something's wrong with you or something wrong with me. Like this isn't right. So now
I do that. Yeah, my thing is I'm either so above you or fuck, I wish I was like you. But I'm the one making the calculation in a nanosecond. When I turn and that person's there, like you said, jogging on the beach, just some person there. And then in a blink of an eye, I've already established, am I here or am I here? Judged on how I perceive you, which is an exhausting task, judging by all the humanity that comes across your windshield on a daily basis. Just the,
yeah.
And it's just my way of getting, and I talk about this a lot, is I really wanted my sponsor to think I was amazing at getting sober. So I took all the commitments and I cleaned toilets and I gave guys ride homes and I visited guys in hospital and I brought donuts to meeting. I swept the room out, didn't take any credit, but he knew. But me trying to get his approval, I wound up getting my own approval. Doing those actions. And I'm not a guy, ERH, like, hear people go, now I look in the mirror and I love myself. Like, that's so weird to me. Not the concept of loving myself, but like to look at me and go, I love that. It's like, well, that's not me. That's a reflect. It's just too abstract.
Okay.
But what I do know is I like the way I roll.
Mm-hmm.
I know that the way I roll is the way that little boy in New Jersey would look at a guy and go, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that whole thing of like, I look in the mirror and I love myself. So,
I did that. I do that.
you do love yourself.
Yeah, and I do look in the mirror. I was doing the look in each eye while you brush your teeth thing. Like that's how I had to start it because I literally did not realize how low my self-esteem was. But that also, for a guy that lives alone, I feel like there's a different, I have to cultivate it for myself. Because
Yeah.
if I had someone to check in with, like that was legally bound to check in with me most of the time, it might be different. And I'm totally okay with it. It's been very awkward.
How?
Because it's looking at myself and saying, you know what, you're doing a great job. Look at you, you're doing
But
great.
do you
Give yourself a
feel
pat on the
love
back.
for yourself when you look in the mirror? Is that in of itself an exercise? That
I
you
think
practice?
initially no. And that's why it was awkward. That's why it's
But
weird.
you've gotten to that point.
Yeah. But really what I would say is what you guys were telling me is actually starting to believe, oh, you're a good guy. You're smart. Yeah, come hang out with us. I
Yeah,
want
it's
to
like,
call you.
if you're not a good guy, what am I doing here? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
One of my favorites, if not my favorite sports story of all time, was told to me by Joe Torre, manager of the Yankees. He told me this himself. It's during the World Series. David Cohn is on the mound, and he goes to take him out of the game. And you always wonder what they say up there. So he goes out to the mound, and David Cohn goes, I feel good. And Joe Torre goes, then what the fuck am I doing out here? My favorite. So it's like, if you're not a good guy, what am I doing? Like,
Yeah.
what? Like, I'm sitting here with you. You're in my home, not you specifically, but
Yeah.
it's like we're all here at this room having a good time. Like, then what am I doing out here?
Yeah.
If you don't, I just had a guy reach out to me and say, I'm afraid I'm going to lose my girlfriend because I get so jealous. And I go, well, what's the fear under all that? He goes, it's fear I'm not enough. I'm like, yeah, good. And then it wasn't until like an hour afterwards, I went, oh, and I texted him. I go, if you don't think you're good enough, why should she think you're good enough? Like, what is she's already made the decision to be with you. You know what I mean? Like, just look around at the people rolling with you. If they make you feel worse, maybe it's time to get some new friends.
Do you notice an energetic kind of shift? Like you don't even have to try. And like once you're moving in that direction, it's almost like a magnet, like these calls or just connections.
Everything in my life has been a magnet.
Yeah.
I on a superficial level, I meet a director and I have breakfast with him and it goes great. And on the way home, I get 2 calls from something show busy.
Mm-hmm.
Christianity, having a love of Christ, and then suddenly every publicist that comes with a guest for my podcast, we wind up talking about Christ. Sobriety and recovery. You know, I just pitched a show to a network and the guy goes, you know, I'm sober 8 years. I'm like, it's just every positive in my life. Once, you know Stephen Bruni?
Yeah.
He goes, you've been side hugging God. I go, what do you mean? He goes, you know, you hug a guy, you're like, yeah. He goes, when you turn and hug God straight on, that's when you get the magnet effect.
No A-frame.
No
leaving room for the Holy Ghost.
Yeah, no A-frame.
Yeah.
Like when I finally decide to, because I'm a big 88% maximum effort guy.
Mm-hmm.
But when I finally give 100% of my attention and energy to something, and I'm like, I wake up and the first thing I do after I pray and make my bed is I get my coffee and I sit and I open the Bible and I just read a little bit because I want to understand it in my brain, and I'm all in on that. And then all of a sudden Christians with zero effort start showing themselves to me.
Yeah.
Recoveries like that. And no matter what it is, any positive thing in my life that I finally give a truthful 100% effort, that's when everything kind of starts folding in on itself in a good way.
Yeah. That's why I started sending you those preaching videos.
I love them. That girl was intense. What was her name?
Juanita Bynum. I was listening to her this morning on a run.
She was like mad at me.
Scared of her.
Yo,
You're like, she sounds like a demon.
everybody used to bully me as a kid. You ain't shit. Get on your knees and pray. Like TD Jakes. Oh yeah.
Just realized what you said.
TD Jakes. Pastor Rob Bell, I love.
Mm-hmm.
He was on my podcast and was just talking about Jesus and like He's the one that and past TD Jakes came in way like 15 years after the fact, after Rob Bell told, but again, I wasn't ready to hear it. He goes, oh, Jesus was radical. Because, that's one of TD Jakes' big thing, like Jesus was radical.
Mm-hmm.
And Pastor Rob Bell goes, oh yeah, if Jesus was alive today, he would have been like in the Ramones. He would have been throwing rocks at tanks at Tiananmen Square. Like he was a radical guy.
Yeah.
And so you and I both like the same messages. So I like that.
Yeah. Me too. Me too.
What's next for Check on Your Teammates?
Well, we're in growth and activation mode. So
that's corporate speak, though. What's that mean?
I know, but so we got to do business. There's a really person to person aspect.
Do you need donors? Do you need manpower?
We need manpower. We need awareness. And I mean, it's really, wearing the message. I think that's a great way beyond just
good to know.
If you're not in
a lot of gear upstairs.
Yeah. If you're not in, a 12-step program and that's not your route, just wearing the hat actually starts conversation. So I've been going to like some fitness charity events and things like that for brain cancer foundation things. And people want to know. They're like, what's going on here?
And what do you tell them? You just what's the
connection?
What's the elevator pitch?
It's a movement about connection, community, and raising awareness for mental health.
Great.
Just reminding us to check in on one another.
It's I don't know what's more important than this than checking on your teammate.
For me, it's the hiding behind the phone is like becoming, like they say there's an epidemic of loneliness, but then that means there might be a culprit. And so we're on social media, like sharing the message, but we're so engaged with these little glass boxes that I'm happy to be a part of something and thank you for joining, You're
my guy.
It helps us,
I really like you.
I really love you.
I really love you too.
Yeah. Like, I can't
Get
imagine.
through your thick skull.
Yeah.
Has a resentment towards me for something I don't even know what it is. I want to meet Irie. There's a dog park across the street.
You offered me to move in here when I was going through a rough time.
Yeah, I wasn't in my right head.
You gave me like 3 or 4 days, but you're like,
oh yeah, you stay for a couple of days.
Yeah.
Now I couldn't offer that because once you're really in the zone with your wife and kids, anybody that comes, like guys we know and love, like Ed Cressy or Chappie or Sully, it's like, let's wrap it up. Time to get out of here. You know what I mean?
And that's the thing too with the gratitude list. I feel like on a spiritual level.
Actually, I don't forget that thought.
Okay.
I need to make an addendum because I know he's listening to this. Sully is a dream tenant. Don't fucking get in your own head, Sully. You're always welcome here. You know how much my wife loves you and my kids love you. I just threw names to a wall.
But the baby food. When I was a baby, I ate baby food. But as I got older, that stuff wouldn't suffice. And I feel like the same thing kind of happens in like emotional development, self-development. It's like what helped me in the beginning doesn't always continue to serve me as I maturate.
Yeah, but that's all you were ready. That's all your body could handle in the beginning too.
Right.
So it's not,
So I needed 180 text messages in the morning. But as I got more, I'm like, y'all need to stop texting me.
That's how I feel now. Yeah.
And I love you. The thing is not taking it personal when I don't get your text anymore and thinking, oh, I'm not in his top 4. I'm not in his 4 horsemen.
But let's be fair.
I'm okay with that.
Let's be fair. Twice you made the announcement to me you're no longer doing gratitude lists.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you made the decision, not me.
Exactly.
It's like a guy announcing he's leaving Twitter. Like, just fucking go. Shut up. Just want to let you know I'm not doing gratitude lists anymore. Like, oh, that hit me like, what did I do?
Yeah.
Why'd you not do it anymore?
It was just over waking up to that many messages in the morning and then building a business, multiple businesses and, working more. It just wasn't, and I don't want my life to look back and I spent an hour and a half on the phone every morning. I want to be out running, meditating, like getting some sunlight. And it just is not, it didn't seem healthy.
But if you are not a 12-step person, I think it's important, a gratitude list. And I was just thinking about this morning. Like, why, what's the big deal? For me, I write it in a notebook. And the reason being, if you go upstairs, and I've shown a lot of guys this, eventually you're going to be in your house and you're going to have an entire stack of notebooks filled with nothing but gratitude. Like, what a weird thing to have in your house. And if I open it to like a random date, like April, you know, I had a great talk with Vinny last night, both of us smiling, sharing our awakening, crushing physical therapy. Grateful my son feels like a leader because he is, and he's a beauty. I don't remember any of this. Like, who's Vinny?
I got one more question for you.
Make it two.
Okay. Can I borrow $200
No.
to pay your camera guy?
I already gave him one.
Cool.
That was your final question?
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure I got it in there.
Stupid ass. How long did it take you to get here, Kyle?
45.
Get your mic. What do you do? How aware are you, random guy behind the mic, about your mental health? What do you do to keep it tight?
It's better than it was about 8 years ago.
What changed?
Work, relationship, but it also had to come from me as well, because I remember I was lonely. I was not really engaged with. I was fluctuating through friends. I didn't really have a community. And then I met a couple people at a movie theater job, and we seemed to connect. And so my friendship started to grow. We had deeper conversations. And then I became more aware of where I needed to go, and I made some decisions. And right as I made those decisions, I met who is now my wife, Katie. And so
I think the overall answer is connecting with another human being.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
You got to get out and do it. You got to figure it out.
Yeah.
Go bowl.
Yeah.
it's a
Go
third
bowl.
place. They call it the third place. It's you got home, you got work. You always need a third place.
I like that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard that before?
No.
Me neither.
Yeah.
Okay, I got home, I got work, but where's my third? Where's that third place, partner? Where's that Casbah?
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's great. I'm stealing that forever.
But not making that third place an isolated situation.
Yeah.
That's what okay.
Yeah.
So you just said that, because when you said that, I realized, like, I start going to this church. Well, you know what? I want you to come with me. And I want Giuliano and Colin and Jose and all these guys. So we roll about 8 or 9 deep to church every Sunday. I'm not meeting anybody in the church because I brought my own crew.
Mm.
It's almost like I can see how it's like this defense mechanism. I recruit people, but because of that, I'm not meeting anyone new.
Yeah.
I don't know where I'd put them. I'm pretty full, but I would like to get to know. So I'm definitely going to tell those guys the wrong service. I'll tell them to go. I'll tell them to go at 12:30 and I'll go at 10.
They show up at like a christening. It's in another
They
language.
show up to a circumcision. It's in another language. It's in Arabic, and some guy's got a hawk on his arm. They're praying to, what was it, Horus?
I notice I do that. Like my friend called me out and I'm like, oh, we got VIP tickets. And he's like, I know, but maybe we should go in the pit so we can actually meet people. And I was like, oh, I'm doing it. Even though I'm like saying, oh, okay, I'm getting out there. I'm buying tickets to events and stuff. I'll like still like get like box seats so nobody can talk to me. Yeah.
It's like an Eva Perón over here. You at the World Cup sitting with one owner. You going to any World Cup games?
I'm not going to a World Cup game unless I'm sitting next to Rihanna, A$AP Rocky, Beyonce's.
Make some calls.
Okay, thank you.
Going to Bosnia, Switzerland.
Really? Is that here in LA?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, they can't call it SoFi
No.
because if it's not a World Cup sponsor.
Ooh.
So SoFi, I think for the month, Kyle, SoFi is Los Angeles Arena. Yeah.
We're actually going to be out. We have these huge Polaroid picture frames at the Venice, this team house. The fan zone for the World Cup is in Venice Beach on Windward under the sign. So if you see, check on your teammates out there. Say hi.
I want to get involved. Let me.
You are involved.
Anything beach.
Yeah.
I'm so down.
You remember I saw you a couple of months ago. I walked into a meeting and you were like, gosh, man, you look great. Like, you know, lift up your shirt. And I lifted up my shirt and he was like, oh, 12%.
Body fat?
Yeah.
Wrestler. Was I right?
I told you 16.
Oh, I guess. I gave you the benefit
you
of the
did.
doubt.
You did.
I remember once I went to wrestling camp and I was running it was in the summer in high school. And I had like the rubber suit on. I'm jogging through the woods in my hometown. I'm like listening to my Van Halen on my headphones. And I got and I was 18% body. Like, I thought I was in the best shape of my life.
That's not bad.
Not for a wrestler.
I know.
Wrestling. I mean, you're in there with animals. This is in Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania.
Does that get to you knowing like you could drop weight for wrestling? Like I did it. But
was
now
never good. I think I'm better at it now, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I just don't care. I don't want to. You know what put me in the best shape of my life was going to physical therapy for my knee, because I never worked my lower body all the time. Like doing hip prep and I never did deadlifts before in my life. I just started them. I never did Bulgarian squats on one leg and all that and stuff. And you warm up on the what's this bike? Assault bike?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh,
that's
man.
awesome. Good.
So I'm
for
used
you.
to going to the gym and you bench, you walk around, and do some curls, you walk around. So then when I combine the two, forget it. Like I'm probably at 20% body fat right now.
Give yourself. It's all different.
But you know my calves though.
Metrics. You got some killer calves.
I got one killer calf.
You got one killer calf?
Yeah. This one's from riding a skateboard my whole life. And this one
I don't think I've ever seen your calves before, to be honest.
Oh, look at that. Look how white I am. This is an embarrassment of milky. Speaking of mental health, I'm going to make sure my kid has the right mental health and make sure I get him to his next appointment. So we're going to go.
Okay. Well,
I love you, dude.
I love you too. Thanks for doing this.
What's the call to action? Where do they go? Is there a website? Is there a number?
Yeah, it's checkonyourteammates.org. Join the movement. Just sign up there. There's e-learning to teach us how to check in on one another. And you can follow us on TikTok and Instagram. Definitely like your posts. And yeah, man.
I'm going to follow you guys right now.
Thank you.
If you're listening
you
to this,
literally have a post on our page and you don't follow us?
Correct.
This is incredible.
I don't know if you noticed, I'm very honest.
You are.
If you're listening to this right now, pick up your phone, check on your teammates. You guys are like the 9th thing that came up, which isn't, we're going to change that. Follow back. Look at that. Bang.
Is that Instagram?
Yeah.
Can you do it on TikTok?
I'm not on TikTok.
I
mean, I am, but I don't run it. The producer of the show runs it.
Well, thank you.
Joe, it's Lauren. Need you to follow checking your teammates. You're doing big things. It's grassroots.
Thank you.